So in this video, we will be looking at how to set up Istio Ingress Gateway instrumentation for traffic monitoring. This guide explains how to set up Istio Ingress Gateway instrumentation to instrument the request and response flows using Lua script. And this happens at the ingress layer. The prerequisites to this setup are you need to have an access to the Kubernetes cluster with Istio as your networking solution. The step 1 prerequisite is that you need to have your traffic collector ready. That could be either of your HTTP configuration or your HTTPS configuration. HTTPS, that is a secure version of it, recommended for protection, whereas the HTTP is used for development and testing. You can follow the below steps in order to set up it. So in this section, we will be looking at how to enable HTTPS receiver in your Astra Traffic Collector. As you can see, I am using Let's Encrypt to generate my private key and certificate to enable HTTPS. So fullchain.pem and privatekey.pem are the certs and keys. So let's go to our directory. So here I have mounted the fullchain.pem and privatekey.pem in two files. The first file should be your Docker compose file. So in here you will have to mount your home location first in this line fullchain.pem to HCSSL and then your domain and then again your fullchain.pem, the exact file which is here, and the permission which is displayed here. Same thing goes for the private key.pem. And now since you have mounted them using your Docker compose file, let's use them in our receiver as well. So you will have your config custom.yaml. So there as well you need to enable TLS section here, and under cert file and key file add the exact same thing which you mounted on your Docker compose file. So this value here, right here, is the right hand side value, that is the path inside the container of the collector. So once this is done, Docker compose up -d Docker ps, you have your collector up and running. So now your collector is successfully set up with secure communication. Step 2 is to enable external HTTP calls in Istio. So before applying the Lua filter, we need to allow Istio to make external HTTP calls to the collector. So this is done because if your collector is outside the Kubernetes cluster, then we will need to create this service entry in this file called allow external HTTP allow external calls.yaml and then apply it later. But in case your collector is within the same cluster, then your collector URL should use this Kubernetes servers DNS name format. That could be similarly service name dot namespace dot svc dot cluster dot local and colon your port. That's how it works. For now, create this file and save it as it is. Yep. So the third step is to create the Istio Ingress integration itself. So copy this big file and paste it in this name or any name of your choice, preferably ingressintegration.yaml. And once that is done, let's go to step 4. We have created both the files, that is your ServiceEntry and your EnvoyFilter. Alright, now in the ServiceEntry you need to update your host. So I have done that here. I have updated my host, and also I have updated my host here for the collector and also the uh, the the port number and the protocol. So that's the first and second. So for the EnvoyFilter configuration, let's check it out again. Filter, Yep. Yep. So here, as you can see, one sec. Yep. So as you can see that here I have mentioned my the gateway name, Ingress gateway name, in this workload selector. So this is usually your labels and selectors part of your Ingress gateway. So just check out what particular label is attached to your this key of your label and mention it here as well, so that your instrumentation can find your gateway. And next is to set your collector URL, that is the endpoint of your traffic collector. And also let's go find a sensor ID. So in your integrations tab, let's go to Istio Instrumentation. Press on connect, press connect again, continue, and you can write a note like demo, continue, and now you will find a sensor ID. Yes, so copy the sensor ID and we would need to edit in the exact same section of this place. So I do have a similar sensor ID here. So once that's done, all you need to do is apply the changes. That is cube control, apply your ServiceEntry file if required, and the EnvoyFilter definitely. Yes. So now let's go here. I do have my application running and my Ingress gateway running. Let me fire a request to my Ingress by calling my application. So here is my application, and when I requested for this application, it passed through the Ingress gateway. So now definitely there should have been an instrumentation. Let's go to the dashboard. Let's go to API endpoints. So as you can see here, you can see the exact same trace that we just hit. That is the product page. So, and this is how Istio instrumentation is performed. Thank you.